Okay, so the new trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home has come out, and I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna watch the trailer with you, and then I'm gonna say my thoughts when I see things that I have thoughts for. All right, let's do it. All right, here we go. I like that
Ever
shot.
since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal.
Okay.
That was when you found out.
All right.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah, that's the first thing I want to talk about. Why the fuck does he sound... shh. Listen, guys, hold on. Just listen to this.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Was that the only take they had? Why does his accent sound so bad? Listen.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man.
The Peter Parker Spider... all right, let's keep going.
We started getting some visitors.
I like hearing Willem Dafoe. Why didn't they show Willem Dafoe's face, dude? I just want to see his face. I feel like they've shown everyone's face except for his. Well, what the fuck are they hiding?
From every universe.
Cool. All right. 95% of this movie takes place on this fucking bridge.
Hello, Peter.
There we go.
You're not Peter.
Okay, I was wondering about that. Why does his suit start to disappear when he's getting attacked? Why is it showing his... Isn't that the most important time to cover up your face? There's a giant metal arm going towards you.
You're not Peter Parker.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
God, this is one thing I hate that Marvel always tries to do. Whenever they have like a silly name, they always have to try to make fun of it because they're like embarrassed that it sounds silly. But like, why do you feel the need to do that? Why not just let them have their name? Why do you have to make fun of it? This is the thing with Marvel movies, man. They try to force humor in literally every single sector that they can. It's so annoying.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your
Look, his feelings are hurt. What the fuck?
actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
That is the most cringe line I've ever heard from a Marvel movie. And I sat through WandaVision, and now, did you hear what he said? Listen.
We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
Scooby-Doo this crap? Are you joking?
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
God, it's the forced humor, dude. Why is it always in these movies, man? It's not funny.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap. I like how Sandman and Electro combine their powers. It sounds like I'm shitting on the trailer, and I am, but I'll say the things I do like. I think that looks pretty cool.
Flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
That is fucking awesome.
There has to be another way.
Where is it?
I like how the trailer is showing like the conflict between Doctor Strange and Peter Parker. That's probably my favorite part about this trailer, is that it's showing a bit more of like the intricacies of the plot, which is that like Doctor Strange has one plan about how to get rid of these villains, and Spider-Man does not agree with that. I like that. I like how it's just not villains versus superhero. We've seen that 1,000 times before. I like how there's some conflict within the side of the good. Kind of gives me like Civil War vibes, which is in my opinion the best Marvel film.
They're a danger to our universe.
This doesn't make sense. Okay, so why are his arms turning red? I've heard theories that like the nanotech is combining with his like metal arms. Why? Why is it doing that? That doesn't make any sense. Because it's metal? I don't get it. Maybe they'll make it make sense. And they should have some sort of explanation. But if it's just, oh, he touched the nanotech and now it's part of his body, that doesn't make sense. Why would the nanotech attach to his body?
away from me.
That's another thing that annoyed me, dude. Why is the only shot that they give of Electro like a CGI cartoon? He looks like he's from Grand Theft Auto 5. Why? He's a cartoon. Why is that the only shot? This is my problem with John Watts. I've talked about this. I think I talked about this in my last Spider-Man video, but John Watts is so bad at using CGI. Whenever he has an opportunity to use CGI or a real person, he springs for CGI, and I don't know why. It always looks so bad. Like this. It looks stupid.
Peter, you're struggling to have everything you want.
Again, CGI Green Goblin. What? Who the fuck is screaming? What the? You hear that, Trey? They're literally screaming. I'm sorry for that. Look at, what was I saying? Again, CGI. Why is Green Goblin CGI? That could so easily be real, like a practical suit. Why is he CGI? Why make him a cartoon?
But while the world tries to make you choose,
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
Okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but for anyone who's been paying the slightest bit of attention, you know that background looks familiar. There's been 2 leaked photos that have been circulating the internet, and both of the photos reveal that background. That background has not been in any promotional material leading up to this point, and the leaked photos show some very, very significant images, and they have that background in the background. So why would they show that background in this trailer? Like, I feel like the whole debate on the internet has been like whether or not those photos have been real. By showing this background, you're confirming that it's real. Yeah, it's kind of a lazy homage to The Amazing Spider-Man 2 when Andrew Garfield tried to catch Gwen Stacy. It's this whole movie is just kind of flat homage.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
They're starting to come through. I can't tell what he's talking about. Okay, yeah, so my final thoughts about the trailer is that I don't think it looks... I'm kind of excited for it, but it doesn't look any different from any other Marvel movie we've seen before. Like, it has the past villains from other movies. That makes it kind of different, but it still looks like the basic Marvel story structure. Has the same force humor and, like, cringe quips. God, I don't know. If you're gonna use, like, the multiverse concept in a movie, I would hope that you would at least make an effort to separate yourself from the rest of the Marvel catalog. I mean, this is the problem with Eternals, right? They acted like this was some big different movie that was going to completely change the MCU, and it was the cinematography was different, but it was really just more of the same, and I think that made a lot of people upset. And this movie kind of looks like that. It just looks like a flashier version of things we've seen before. And it's so annoying because I know the Marvel fandom is just gonna eat this shit up no matter what. Like, even if it gets bad reviews, they're just gonna say, oh, it's not made for the critics, it's made for the fans. It's funny how it's only made for the fans once it gets bad critical reception, but if it gets good critical reviews, they use it against, like, DC fanboys, and they're like, oh, our movies get great reviews. But then if it gets a bad review, they're like, oh, it was just made for the fans. Like, which one is it? You just change your narrative based on the circumstances. It's so annoying, and they're gonna praise this movie no matter what, simply because it has some of their favorite characters in it. They don't care about the story. They don't care about how it's executed. They only care about, as I said in my previous video, what happens next. That's all they care about. So I'm kind of excited for it, but God, dude, like, the Marvel fandom has really just tainted so much of the excitement I would have had otherwise. And also just this movie has had terrible secrecy surrounding it. They've done such a bad job at keeping things under wraps. So we'll see how it goes. A lot of people ask me if, like, I'm gonna give this movie a fair shake, if I'm gonna hate it no matter what. No, of course I'm gonna give it a fair shake. If the movie's great, I'm gonna say it's great. I've liked most of Marvel's movies so far. I'm a fan of Marvel. The reason why I'm so critical of this is because I know they can do better. I've seen them do better, and this looks like it's just going to be more of the same. We'll see. I'll give it its fair shake. I'm still excited for it, and if it's great, I'm going to say it's great. I want it to be great. I don't want it to be bad. I'm just preparing myself for it to be mediocre, and then having the Marvel fandom shoved down my fucking throat about how wrong I am and how wrong all the critics are, because it's not made for the critics, it's made for the fans. It's exhausting. It's so exhausting. I gotta stop watching Soups. Okay, that's it. You can go home now. Bye-bye.